Games. A very popular genre of hobbies mostly drawn by the big AAA companies who think selling a game at 60 euros is a very funny joke that everyone will love. The big A games are very bad and me personally I don't like them. I thought that I would be starving for a good game, crying into my pillow every night praying to Shin Pin to bless me with a good title. And to my surprise, there it was. With the coming of Silksong I thought, what the fuck is a Silksong? But more importantly, what if I made a game? Stay with me, something Japanese, I don't know. This is for the YouTube copyright. Yeah, cause I want money. I want to explain to you my game. It is very complicated and I'm not gonna repeat myself. Risley Rizzy Riz School to Risley Rizzing with the Rizzler. The game is very simple in its aspects. You are born as a student into Riz School. This is you, by the way. Your goals are very depending on your faction. You may be swayed to choose the Rizzlers, a faction all about rizzing the Hus, but be careful. What may seem as Hus could also be Obama in a dress. You will need to gamble on a roulette to see if you rizz the Hus or just the American president. Other part of this faction is making fun of Dan. When you make fun of him, you generate social points for our Chinese overlords. Now, you might be asking, who's Dan? It's a man I hate with all my blood, a fiendish being of a man really. But he's also a faction. Anyone can become a Dan, but not many try. If you choose to be Dan, you will receive multiple debuffs on birth. Something like being a Jewish black disabled queer child in Afghanistan. I don't judge you, but they do. As Dan, your main goal is to be as annoying as possible. Smash your chair into someone's laptop charger. Be insufferably obnoxious. Maybe a charisma faction, but you sure do like it. The third faction of the game would be the Hus. Your goals is to build resistance from the Rizzlers and become an independent white woman. Something like Michelle Obama. I don't know her, but she seems cool. Your special faction trait would be leading people on. A very niche trait that my ex used. We weren't dating, but I found out she's a man. Your secondary goal as the Hus is also to make fun of Dan, which is self-explanatory. I do not like Dan. The fourth faction is GigaChats. Now, you might suspect, oh right, he's gonna make fun of Dan. But not so. GigaChats are above that thing. Their main goal is to become submissive people. Your main goal is to become Chris. Every man wishes to be with him, every woman wishes to be him. He really is very cool. As GigaChats, you go screaming to a dark alleyway onto a war weathering saying, and I quote, boom boom, right to the top, PTSD, more like fuck you, I'm taking your bettering soup coupons. As you load into the game and click enter, you are greeted with a character customization screen. Now, because I want my game as realistic as possible, this is not a normal customization screen. The choices you do here impact your gameplay later. For example, if you pick your origins as Yugoslavia, you might be struck with insane inflation prices. I didn't pick this, the Yugoslavians did. And that counts for anything you pick. Skin color is brown. Your father has chosen a special form of segregation. You're in a group with your mother. He's in a group that's at Vegas enjoying their life. Eyes are blue? Fuck you. Your testicles fall off. I don't have nothing against you. It's just your eyes. When you finally create your character and start living, I have bad news for you. I'm a prick, so I would want special events in there. You live in Israel? Oopsie. Someone chose the nuclear option. And now you're role-playing Fallout New Vegas. You left your window open, you have to coin flip. Heads, you receive bad animal raping from Greg. Tails, you don't. Trust me, you don't want heads. Greg has an STD. These events will be randomly selected and tailored to your playstyle. If you hang around the kindergartens too much, you will get a Gideon QuickTime event where you have to recite the Quran with perfect accuracy or you will be smited down by a supercharged shopping cart. See, it's not all that bad though. Cuddle Fridays are a thing in my game, but be careful, Jerome is there. And you do not want to mess with Jerome on Cuddle Fridays. I love holiday themed events to be a thing. You see, the game would be set on stages, so it would be a roguelike adventure game where if you lose too much aura, you get disintegrated by the aliens. Who's the aliens? Well, it's Pedro Pascal, of course. No, I'm getting off track. Now, where were we? Oh yeah, questing. You'll receive quests from hobos since they know something we don't, and the rewards for quests will be gambling. You heard me. More gambling. Hey, editor here. I just watched JJK. That shit is peak. You should definitely go watch it. Hikari is kind of killing it in the newest season. Alright, enjoy the rest of the video. You will receive 3 cards, and under them will be the option to reroll those cards. You will have a 50% chance per reroll to upgrade the rarity of your cards, going up from common to super cool. Why super cool? Well, like Maker like Son, and I am very cool for real, so you should subscribe. The cards will have upgrades from items to straight up buffs, and also, there would be a skill tree, just with the ability to go into other skill trees for bonus combos. So for example, my favorite combo is Segregationist plus Ice Cream Maker. Now, you might say, segregation is bad, and I would disagree with you. Imagine you make ice cream and you have 3 flavors. If you didn't segregate those flavors, it would mix, thus creating an abomination of an ice cream. You don't want vanilla mixing with chocolate and strawberry. That might just be worse than Epstein. Other combos could include Mongolian ancestry with throat singing, and the Rizzler faction. Or you could combine the ore with the ore, or you could mine the ore with an ore, or Freddy Fazbear. Hey, I'm walking here, I'm Freddy Fazbear. When we go back to the cards, they will be mostly about the faction you picked. So for example, if you pick the Dan faction, your cards will mostly be items to annoy someone, minus charisma cards, the ability to just screech and make sounds. I think these level uppers would Charlie Flow genuinely be very fun. Now, I have 2 messages. If you wonder why my voice changed multiple times during this, it's a secret. And the other one, just so you know, this was my English project assigned by the teacher herself with the idea of making your own game, and I got an A for it. So you could say I have a base teacher. With all that, see you later. Let's go!